What's up everyone, TerraQuake here, and welcome back to the Pokemon Silver walkthrough. In the last episode, we had a very exciting and close battle in the 5th gym with the Chuck, but we pulled out the victory, and now the main thing to do is to go back to the Olivine Lighthouse, give Jasmine the secret potion, get her to go back into the gym, and take on the 6th gym. But you know what? I'm feeling like doing some optional things because we now have Surf, Strength, and Fly, and we can use all of them outside of battle. And doing 2 gym battles back to back can be a little tough, especially when, my team is still in the mid-20s, so we're pretty under-leveled. I could definitely use some extra battling. And that's what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be going back to old areas and exploring places with stuff like Surf and Strength, because once you have access to use those HMs outside of battle, there's just a ton of things for you to do. And as I said, you can fight a lot of trainers. You can also pick up a lot of items as well. And so we're starting here in Cherry Grove City, and can I please just get to this island? This is the only spot I need to get to, come on. But yeah, we're back here in Cherry Grove City because there's a guy over here just chilling on this island. I have no idea how he got here, but we're going to talk to him. And he is going to actually give us the Mystic Water. Now, this held item will boost water-type moves, if you couldn't tell by the name. So I'll probably end up giving that to Maryland, who is the one using Surf right now. Now, just north of Cherry Grove City, there is another little pond that you can cross here on Route 30, but we're going to run into another wild Pokemon. Also, just before this video started, I did catch myself a level 2 Hoot, so that's who I'm using to fly around the region, because yeah, this whole, optional item hunting stuff can be pretty tedious if you don't have Fly. And you know what? I just realized that item, the little pond that I was just talking about here on Route 30, is only in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so let's move on to Violet City. Alright, so we are just south of the Sprout Tower, and we're going to go ahead and use Surf to cross another little pond and pick up an item up here, which is a rare candy. So yeah, actually something that could be useful. Some of these items can be useful, some of them, might just be a little pointless, but hey, I'm doing it for the sake of the walkthrough. And also, I should go ahead and point out that I'm kind of using a guide for Heart Gold and Soul Silver because I couldn't find any walkthrough for Gold and Silver that covered the optional Surf areas. So some of the places I go to, they might have a different item than what my walkthrough says, but hey, we'll figure it out. Now, the next place to go is the Ruins of Alph, and yeah, you can actually use Surf down here to access some grass where you can get some new Pokemon, which those new Pokemon include Natu and Smeargle, or Natu, however you say it. But yeah, those 2 Pokemon, pretty interesting. I would recommend Natu a lot more because, it's just a lot more useful. And man, I should really spray some Super Repels. That'd be a good idea. Oh, hey, and you can find Quagsire by surfing. Of course, you could get Wooper way earlier on in the game. But yeah, basically by using Surf and also by coming from the, Slowpoke Well, I think? Or no, I think it's the Union Cave. There's a whole nother exit to the Union Cave that leads back here to the Ruins of Alph. And by, using Surf and going through that exit, you can unlock the other puzzle rooms, which will then unlock, more unknowns for you to catch. So I'm planning on doing that in this video. For now, it looks like we will head into this puzzle room and give this one a shot. And there we go. We matched up the little tiles and, yeah, made an Aerodactyl. So that is one of the puzzles completed right there. And we dropped down to the bottom, and if you remember, we did that first unknown puzzle way back when we first got here, and we're just in that same ginormous room, and it leads you back out to that cave. So now I believe, that one you could access just by using Surf in the Ruins of Alph. The other one, I think you need to come from the Union Cave. Yeah, you can see the ledges block you off, so we will get to the Union Cave very soon. Okay, so I am back here in the Union Cave, And there's 2 little sub-areas that you can access by checking out this place with Surf. And I think I'm gonna do the area that leads back to the ruins of Alf first, since, you know, we were just there, so we might as well cover it completely. But the other area will actually lead you further down into the basement floors, and there will be a special Pokemon that you can get at the end. But if you remember, you know, we took that ladder, and this is where we got the TM for Surf and stuff. Or sorry, not Surf, TM for Swift. And now we can head up here, and there's a couple of trainers just chilling here. There's also a couple of trainers chilling in the other sub area. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to show off most of these battles in this video because we are trying to cover a lot of areas, but hey, these rock and ground types can easily be one-shot by Maryland, and it's good to see him actually, you know, dominating some opponents for once. I feel like Meryl and Azumarill have kind of struggled a bit so far, but they're going to get there. And I'm sure Azumarill will come in handy for the next gym, which is very cool. But yeah, you'll find some hikers here in this little sub area, and then you will also find some ace trainers, or I think they're still known as cool trainers in this game, but they do have pretty cool teams, so I gotta give them that. Anyways, Yerma Chop's not gonna be able to do too much, even though it's 2 levels above. Karate Chop, yeah, we're taking that. Give it one more Surf, Maryland. There you go. And Machop should go down here. And also, I apologize if I do accidentally, like, miss an area or miss an item, you know. We're not perfect, so honestly, I'm expecting that to happen. But, yeah, I'm gonna do my best to cover all the areas that we've seen so far. Now, here, the path kind of splits off, and this is where you will need strength. And I'm pretty sure if you go to the top, that leads... Actually, no, I think both of them lead back to the ruins of Alf. Yeah, here we are, back in the ruins of Alf, so I'm going to head backwards first, because I want to make sure I at least fight that trainer. And again, it's just, you know, I don't want to I don't want to hop down the wrong ledge, because then that means I have to go all the way back around. Alright, that hiker just had 2 Geodudes and a Graveler, which I think it's the first time we're seeing one of them. And yeah, here we are back in another area of the ruins of Alf, and there's actually a trainer just chilling over here. This has got to be like the weirdest little corner of the Johto region. But Psychic Nathan's here, hanging out with a Girafarig, so that's kind of neat to see. And yeah, here's where the grass is if you do want to get yourself a Natu or a Smeargle, or, I mean, I know there's a couple of other things you can get, I'm pretty sure, but there are things that we've all seen before. Also, peep the Chain Chomp on the back of Girafarig's leg. Oh, you got the confusion. Come on, Girafarig. But yeah, you can't tell me otherwise. That is the Chain Chomp from Mario. I mean, it's right there in front of our faces. I just, you know, I see it. You cannot tell me otherwise. Also, this thing is level 26. Yeah, if you come here, like, right after you get access to Surf and Strength, these Pokemon could be a little high-leveled. Just saying. I guess they're sort of right around where Morty's team was. But for me, I'm just a little under-leveled, so I guess that's my problem. And, wow, we're just not doing a good job here, Sean. You just want to throw rocks at yourself. Alright, Scout. You gotta come in here. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the only trainer in the ruins of Alf, so I don't think I'll bother healing up after this, and if I'm wrong about that, then shoot, I'm just gonna have to deal with the consequences. But let's see if a strength can knock this man out. Oh, come on. So close. You know, Girafarig's kind of faster than I thought it was. I'm surprised it's outspeeding Scout. Too bad, you know, the 5-on-1 matchup. Obviously, the Girafarig won't win. There's some experience for everybody. And that was his only Mon. So, yeah, let's see. I believe the cave up there is, yeah, so this is just a dead end. And the cave up here is another puzzle. So, let me go ahead and knock this thing out. Oh my goodness, I finally solved the Ho-Oh one. That was, by far the longest one yet. But there we go. We solved another puzzle, and we dropped back down to this room. And now it's time to go back to the other section of the Union Cave. So I am back where this strength boulder was, and I sort of forgot about this passageway. I know I said we were checking out the other section of the cave, but I forgot we are back in the ruins of Alf to solve the 4th and final puzzle and this will unlock all of the letters, so let me do that real quick. Okay, the Ammonite one wasn't so bad, and that is now all 4 unknown puzzles completed. So now I have access to all of the unknown letters, which, you know, for a walkthrough like this really isn't that useful. But hey, I did it to show it to you guys just in case you want to do the same. But for now, let's actually go check out the other side of the Union Cave. Alright, so in order to get to the basement floors, you're going to want to go south of where that first hiker is. And honestly, I'm kind of just guessing. Okay, yeah, don't listen to me. Good thing I said that. You know, I was trying to sound like I knew where I was going, but yeah, clearly I didn't. So I do know now, though. It's going to be down here because, you know, that's about the only other spot that I know of that doesn't lead to a dead end. And yeah, there's gonna be some more trainers to battle, and I think there's like 2 floors that you can go through. And then at the end of this place, there's a special Pokemon you can get as long as you're playing on a certain day. But for now, let's just take down some of these trainers. That guy actually had 2 Marowaks, which, you know, is something we haven't seen yet, so I gotta give it to him. That's pretty cool. And here is another, you know, weird Pokemaniac guy. I guess this is like their hangout spot. And he had a Kangaskhan, so that's pretty nice. Also, Azumarill leveled up to level 26, so he is officially caught up with the team, which is nice. But anyways, after heading down that ladder, we're going to surf around a bit more. And I think in this room, there's a lot of kind of diverging paths that lead to some items. So we'll check it out. And I believe this is where you can find like the 2 cool trainers hanging down here because, you know, they're so cool for hanging out in such a remote spot. Yeah, we gotta show them what's up. But yeah, I mean, back there was an elixir, so that's always useful when it comes to the Elite Four. And here is one of those cool trainers. That girl had like an Eevee and then the 3 original Eeveelutions, so I gotta give it to her. That was a pretty cool team. And here's another person chilling down here. She just had a Poliwhirl, nowhere near as cool of a team. So yeah, shame on you. Anyways, right over here is, you know, what looks to be a dead end, but I've been talking about the special Pokemon that you can get, and you actually have to be playing on a Friday for it to appear. But if you are playing on a Friday, you will see a Lapras chilling back here in the water, and yeah, it's free to catch. You know, Lapras, really awesome water ice Pokemon. However, I'm recording this on a Sunday, so, you know, I am not seeing it, so it might not be a bad idea to make sure you're playing on a Friday before coming down here. Anyways, the last item to pick up is a Hyper Potion, and the last trainer to battle in here is another cool trainer. That guy had the 3 Kanto starters, so another pretty cool team, and yeah, I went ahead and used an escape rope, and we are now in front of the Slowpoke well, because there are a couple of items you can pick up here. No trainers for you to fight, but you might as well do it. That is the wrong water. I probably should have known because there's a strength boulder up here. Of course, this is going to be the way to go. But yeah, if you remember when we were fighting Team Rocket, we saw this boulder and we were like, oh no, I can't get back there. But now we can, and yeah, we can head down here, surf once more, and you know, there's a couple of nice items to get, a TM and a pretty cool held item, so I would recommend checking out this area for sure. So let's go ahead and surf, and we're gonna need to get the held item from a man, which is right here. So yeah, he's talking about Slowpoke, and he's gonna give you the King's Rock. Now, of course, the King's Rock is used to evolve Slowpoke into Slowking, but as a held item, it has a, I believe, 10% chance to make the opponent flinch when your Mon is holding it. So it's honestly kind of a cool gimmick. And now if you surf over to the right and run out of super repels, oh my goodness, yeah, I'd recommend stocking up on repels and stuff before doing this exploring. But over here will be the TM for Rain Dance, so yeah, could be useful. Now, I believe I missed a super... Actually, no, I did not miss a super potion. That was from earlier in the game. Okay, never mind. We are now done here in the Slowpoke well. I am now south of Goldenrod City by the Daycare, and I feel like this spot is one that's really forgotten about, but you can surf down the left side of the route and actually pick up a few items and battle a couple of trainers. So yeah, let's head on down here. And I think you do have to fight these people back to back to back. Or I know you at least have to fight the first two on the left and the right. So make sure you are healed up. Apparently, these people are like the wannabe Misty gym leaders because the girl on the right had a Goldie and a Sea King, girl on the left had Staryu and Starmie, and the girl in the middle had a Shelter and Cloyster. Now, I know there's some hidden items around here. Now, some of them are actually back on the little side platform that we saw while surfing down here, but I think you get a reward from one of these, right? Yeah, here we go. We get the soft sand. So yeah, something that boosts in boost ground type moves. I don't know why I said boost in, but yeah, that's a cool reward for beating those three. But I will admit, you know, fighting at least the first two back to back, it do be a little tough, and I did not realize that I ran out of repels. And I will say that Sean leveled up and got Rock Slide, so I went ahead and got rid of Rock Throw. And let me get back onto this platform, and I forget where the two items are. I know one of them is around here, so I'm just gonna spam A like I normally do. Is it not? It might be right up here. Let's see. Okay, you know what? We're just not gonna worry about it. Now we are north of Goldenrod City on Route 35, and you can use Surf to get across. Really, I have like 2 tiles to walk across, and you're gonna make me run into a Psyduck. That is just great. But yeah, this is probably like the most useless spot out of all of these little side optional areas because it just leads to a mystery berry. Oh my goodness, it's a mystery. Anyways, I don't think there's anything along here. Is there a hidden item? Nope. Okay, so there's only one more spot to check out. I know, kind of crazy, you know. We have gone through this pretty fast for you guys, at least. This has been like almost 40 minutes of recording to go, you know, through all these sub areas. Even though in between each cut, I usually like search up the place to make sure I at least try to get all the items. So that definitely takes up some time. But anyways, we are back here in the Burnt Tower, and I'm going to go ahead and spray a Super Repel before I do anything else, because we know the wild Pokemon are after me. And we actually need to drop down through one of the holes. I just realized. I'm not sure which one it is. It is definitely not that one. It might be on the right-hand side. But yeah, basically this will give you a TM. And yeah, it's... Oh, I remember. We dropped down the hole when we were back here not too long ago, and we're like, oh my gosh, the boulder's taunting us. But now that we can use strength, let's go ahead and smash that rock and drop down this hole. And this will be TM12 Taunt. So probably not worth the trip. I'll most likely end up selling it for money. But, you know, Taunt's that move that makes the opponent attack you. Actually, wait, hang on. No, I'm going off of the Heart Gold and Soul Silver guide. I think this is something different. Let's see. TM20 is Endure. Okay, so... you know, still not that useful. But anyways, that will do it for part, what is this, 20? It's crazy, we're already in the 20s. But yeah, in the next episode, we will be getting back to the main storyline by taking on the 6th gym. But for now, have a great rest of your day, and until next time, deuces!